Deadline. When's that commencing shooting then?
Well, at the moment we're auditioning for it and just fine-tuning the script, because the script ended up being longer than we wanted it. It was about 40 minutes and we've cut it right down to about 20 minutes, and ideally I'd like it down a little bit further actually, because it needs to make it very lean and very visual. The unique thing about Deadline, if I may expand on that, is that it's a project that we've devised for the community, in that it's a project that anybody from any part of the community can get involved, whether they've done filmmaking before or not, whether they've got any experience of camera, lighting or whatever. They can just contact us and we can get them involved in some way, train them if we have to. We're also working with people that we've never worked with before behind the camera, so in a sense it's a very experimental and unique project that nobody who we've worked with before is actually working on it. So everybody's a newcomer apart from me. Even the producers are people that I've not worked with before. And the ultimate aim is to actually discover new talent that exists in this region, and to promote them and to prove to the non-believers out there that we have got talent in this region, that you can actually just take off the streets and get them to deliver a high quality project, and that they can work together, even though they may come from different levels of society or backgrounds. One of the aims is to actually encourage this talent and provide the film Deadline as a kind of a stepping stone, or the first rung of the ladder for people to go on and work on films with a bigger budget. And we're also doing a couple of films next year. One of them is Shoot the Breeze, which is a thriller which we'll probably be shooting abroad, but the other one, the rom-com Snapshot Wedding, is one that we'll be shooting in Yorkshire. And what we're hoping with that is that some people who we may discover on Deadline, who have passion, flair and ability, can actually graduate to working on Snapshot Wedding, either being attached to one of the departments, whether it's camera, costume, editing or whatever, in a sort of apprentice capacity, or as an assistant or a second assistant, just so that they can move on to working in an actual budgeted film, as opposed to a non-budgeted or low-budgeted film as Deadline is. To get financing you need names, A-listers, established actors, but that's why we're doing this film without any money, because then we're going to rely purely on talent, and newcomers who maybe aren't established names, but at least have the talent to demonstrate what talent they have, and prove to the world that they have the right talent, and they're worth casting in something bigger. I get a big kick out of helping new talent. I just wish there was somebody there when I started out who could mentor me the way I'm trying to mentor newcomers to the industry. But it does benefit everybody. I mean, if a film's successful and if it's been a great collaborative process, it'll help everybody to move on and move up the rung of the ladder, because it is a very steep climb, and any help that you can get. And ultimately it's about what you produce on screen that matters. It's not about the piece of paper that you leave university with or drama school with. It's about how you perform in front of the camera and with the camera. In our case, when we haven't got any money to offer anybody, even getting a casting director is difficult. However, the carrot that I've been able to dangle to some great casting directors in London who have the right contacts is that I've said to them, well, if you cast this low budget film, then we'll be able to use you on one of the other paid projects, and if they're happy with that and they have the time to spend on this project, then and these guys are great. They said yes, we'll cast a low budget film for you. But I only need maybe one name so that we can get a bit of financing. If we don't get the name, then we'll just go with the local cast that we've picked. But if we can get one or two famous names from, say, a drama off television, then that'd be a bonus for the film. It just help the marketing. It'll help us get a bit of money for it, and just push up the production values a little bit. A lot of it will actually be on location because we want to show the best of the region. We're shooting in some train stations, so we've been very lucky in getting access to a couple of the train stations in and around Leeds, Bradford and Yorkshire. We'll be showing some of the cities here, the good side and the ugly side of urban Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And we want to promote the region as well as the people in the region. So we're going to try and capture as much of it as we can. Ultimately, I'm very confident that they will deliver, and with me at the help steering the ship, I think we'll be able to deliver a really good quality project that will be able to go to a lot of festivals on its own merit. Will be screened at the Leeds Bradford Film Festivals and further afield, perhaps even the Cannes Film Festival.